How you going, guys? John from Perth, Western Australia. Just a quick little vid. I've noticed a lot of, which actually saved me. I've just recently bought a new boat for almost a 5.5 with a 115 etec. I'm very new to the etec game, and I was a bit disappointed with the power it was delivering. So after getting on Facebook, reading all you guys' comments, there was actually a lot of help, and the two main things that really come up was the sniffer from the computer, the little port into the exhaust to read your gas readings, and about that being blocked. So I've checked that was blocked, cleaned it out, and the exhaust valve in the leg. It's an 06, 07 for, they didn't start until 07. Mine's got 06 on the compliance, so we won't argue about that. Anyway, if you've ever done a water pump, the leg's not too bad to get off, and then the next stage, I checked it. Yes, the exhaust valve was seized solid, so obviously I've kept going, pulled it apart. The only real issue I had, all these bolts were stainless. This bolt here was a mild steel, which snapped conveniently, so I did manage to weld a nut on it and got the broken piece out of the block of the engine all right, and it's not too big an issue. So I have noticed a lot of people saying they've paid for numerous ones of these, upwards to $2,000 probably, and that's probably US. You're probably asking, well, we're probably paying more here in Australia, but which is a lot of money. And at the end of the day, if you can undo nuts and bolts, you can probably have a crack at fixing this yourself. So I've pulled it apart. This was seized solid. A little bit of degreaser and pressure cleaning blasted all the carbon out that's sitting on top of the valves, and a heap of penetrating oil, CRC we call it, and managed to get the shaft free, get the shaft out, pull the valves out, give them a good clean up the shaft, clean up the two holes, and we're back together and good. So for the sake of a couple of grand plus whatever your fitter's going to charge, or your mechanic. So I've noticed the later models, they say they have a grease nipple mod. Either it comes with it, or I'm not sure if they come with it or if it's something you can do, but apparently it's only on the port side, which then leaves this side unlubed anyway, so you end up with the same problems unless you rev the crap out of it, is what I've been told. So that's my intention, rev the crap out of it. Hopefully we'll keep that. Anyway, little mod I've thought of. We'll see if it works. I've actually drilled little holes into the where the shaft goes, and got some stainless hydraulic tube, which I've then drilled out to suit, and then drilled through here. So the intention is I'll bend a longer length of tube, which will then run up the cover to here. And then before and after trips, I'll be able to just spray a bit of penetrating oil or some kind of lube down in there to keep this lube, and along with that, and revving the crap out of it, hopefully, we shouldn't have this issue into the future. So pretty much the point is, if you got it with nuts and bolts and you're not afraid to have a crack, save yourself a bit of cash, pull the thing to bits. It's not as daunting as it looks. I did test this. You can power up the terminals. I think it's a negative earth, so you do have to switch the positive around and the negatives around to get it to activate, but this one tested up fine, so I'm confident. Get this going, a few dollars in gaskets and seals, and I reckon we'll be back on the water, and hopefully we'll pull a few more RPM and get a bit more power, and performance will be back to where it should be. All right, any more questions, guys, feel free to ask us on Facebook, and I'll see if I can help out with what I know. Thank you.